Hello all, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Guild Siege Glory series. It's been a hot minute since I've done a video for this series, but we have a fun new toy to play with in Guild Siege, and we're going to be taking a look today at Mork. When I saw the skills released, Mork looked like one of the better units, and I think he has a decent place in Guild Siege, and so we're gonna kind of walk through where I think he might be able to be used. And so here he is. First of all, congrats to Com2Us for another really nice art job. He looks amazing. He just looks so cool, and his animations are really good in battle. We'll see those in just a second. And he has pretty good, 11,700 base HP. He's in an HP type, so that makes sense. It lines up. Defense is a little bit lower than I was hoping for, and so is the speed. But and he's currently built on my initial testing with him. I did speed, crit damage, HP, and I know that's not really the ideal build for him, because by doing the speed, crit damage, HP, and getting him to 100% crit rate, 181% crit damage, you sacrifice a lot of HP and a lot of defense. So he's actually fairly squishy. Speed is not horrible, but it's not the best. And resistance is low, and accuracy is pretty decent, because he needs good accuracy for his skill 2. Because his skill 2 does a new debuff. It grants an unrecoverable effect, but also it's a new debuff in that the target under his unrecoverable effect cannot be revived. If someone else puts unrecoverable on the monster and his debuff is not there, they can still come back. So it's only his debuff that allows that special thing to happen. And I knew he was an HP type, so maybe he wasn't going to do that much damage, and turns out, yeah, he doesn't do that much damage. The best I've seen is with this build, which I know is not an amazing build, but it's a decent damage dealer build. He only does about 24K on his double hit on skill 2. It's just not enough. Can't kill a lot of things with that. But I think what Com2Us was going for here was that he would be a debuffer, so he's not going to do a ton of damage. What you need for him to do is to be able to not get stunned, and to be able to land his debuff so someone else can kill the target. And so you have to have him going faster than your true damage dealer, so that they can nuke the unit and it just doesn't come back. His artifacts are all about absorbing damage, so minus from water, minus from light, minus from wind. A minus from dark would have been really nice there. Damage dealt on fire doesn't matter. More accuracy for skill 2. Skill 1 crit damage, which he doesn't do a lot with skill 1. I've seen around 7 or 8K. And then a little bit of extra damage based off HP. So that's the unit. He's really nice for what he seems to have been designed to do. And so now what becomes critical is, what are the teams you're going to use him on? So we just wanted to do a few example battles to show you where Mork is effective. And you might think, wait a minute, this team doesn't have a reviver on it. And it doesn't. It doesn't technically have a reviver because Shizuka only brings their soul back for a minute. And one of the things I was curious about, would Mork prevent her from bringing the soul back? And he does not. So that's not one of the things that he's good at. Shizuka can still bring a soul back, but Shizuka does do the soul protection buff, that if the unit gets killed, the soul protection buff is supposed to bring that unit back. And Mork does stop that from happening. So we're going to do a demonstration of that. Since Mork is not really a damage dealer, you want to bring in someone with an HP lead who also can do damage. That way you're making Mork more tanky, and then you can have someone else do the damage to kill the unit. And so those are this is a really good pair. I found in my testing that they're a good pair for trying to take care of things. So then Riley will go after Mork, and Shizuka will go after Fire Bayek. I thought it would be a really good time to use one of my favorite units that just got buffed, the Wind Monkey King. With Riley and Shizuka trying to hit the other two units, Wind Monkey King should do a lot of stunning and keep them out of the game. So that's what we're hoping for. Who do we want to take out first here? We probably want to get rid of Chiwu first, so that he can't keep stripping us. Chiwu has immunity up right now, so we can't put the debuff on yet, so we're just going to do skill 1. Now we're going to see if we can get rid of that immunity. Nope, we couldn't. Okay, so now soul protection is on, and the immunity is gone. And so actually, and Chiwu's at low health, so we actually get to use Mork to do the kill. Now, what we're hoping for is that in the 2 hits, he puts on his debuff. There it is, it's on. Soul protection, can't revive. So now that Chiwu is dead, we want to kill Shizuka as quickly as possible. There's a provoke, and so that's another thing that's really nice going against Shizuka, is that he can provoke Shizuka to prevent her from using her nice skill. But we now have our immunity up for 2 turns, so if Shizuka comes back with her skill, we're protected. So not only is he a debuffer, but he actually helps protect the team pretty good. So now we can come in and do our... There we even got a debuff in. Now Shizuka doesn't revive, so now it's done. And so I think that's one of the... it can be effective against Shizuka to prevent units from coming back and reviving from the soul protection debuff. So here's another team that we've tried out against, and it works pretty good, although Eladriel's AI is not very good, so I'm not necessarily saying this is a great defense, because... Okay, so here we are going against Fire Sniper Miles and Eladriel. Generally try to use the Wind Monkey to control Miles, and then you're trying to land the attack power break on the sniper. And then when they start doing crazy numbers of turns, Wind Monkey can stun them. Okay, we got the debuff on, and we also got the defense break on, and that wasn't a lot of damage, but it was probably enough. So now we can do skill 3 from Fire Bayek, and we should be able to kill. So now he's gone. Try to stun Miles, because Miles is another threat, especially for Fire Bayek. So now we're going to try to provoke him. And Mork is not fully skilled yet. It's really hard to skill up 4-star units in this game. I did have to use some Devilmons to get his skills 2 and 3 fully skilled up. Okay, this is where his S3 comes in really important, because he gets to heal himself up. We got silence on Eladriel, which will prevent his revive on... So now we are hoping we can kill off Miles right here. We'll see what kind of damage we're able to do. And we did not get the debuff on him as we were hoping. So that's the one downside of Mork, is that his skill 2 only lands the debuff 70% of the time. And you get 2 chances at that, but it's still a decent amount of time where you're not getting that debuff as you want to. And so now this should be a fairly easy kill on Eladriel. Oh, we didn't kill him. He's pretty tanky. Okay. So we just put our defense shield and immunity up, and there you go. That team isn't 100% because the fire sniper can sometimes snipe the wind monkey. So there is some benefit to also trying to use Mork on a speed team, and we'll show you that here in a minute. So that's all we're going to show you of Mork on a crit damage build. Did a bunch more testing, but we're not going to show any of that. He was just too squishy, so we're going to convert him over to a pure bruiser build, and you'll see he's actually even more effective. All right, and we're back from re-runing our Mork. He is now on a Violent Seal build. He could be on other things, Violent Will, Violent Revenge, maybe. Violent Destroy also, although he doesn't do a ton of damage. So, but the point is that he's now a little bit faster, has much more defense, much more HP, 77% resistance, 43% accuracy, speed, HP, defense, just because I had a better defense rune with speed on it. Artifacts are pretty much the same, a little bit of additional damage minus from wind, fire, a little bit of extra on fire, more accuracy for skill 2, and then a little bit of crit damage and additional damage. Okay, so here's a Perna team with 2 revivers. Actually, all 3 of these. Now, this isn't exactly a great defense, but let's see if we can do this. So Bayek will tank the Samoth. Mork will tank the Inu, and then we can stun things with the Perna. Will go after the Wind Monkey. So this is one of my favorite teams I've come up with. This, we'll see if this works. Could have also done Riley on this. Yeah, so they're not fast. So no damage there. And we're gonna put some damage on Perna. We're gonna put some damage on Samoth. There's a nice stun. Okay, let's see if we can kill Perna. Oh, nice violent proc. It's the end of Perna. Oh, so I should have done the. Oops. I should have done the debuff on him before I killed Samoth. So we definitely need to do that before we do Inu, because he can do really good damage. Okay, Wind Monkey, don't kill him. Uh-oh. Come on, guys, don't. All right. Well, his Inu is not ruined very well. So there's the debuff again. All right, so first Guild Siege win for Mork. What we're going to do next is look at some of our member defenses. Lilamon has... So another unit it's good against is Nana. So we're going to do a quick test here. This is our standard team, but we're going to put Unfairbear in to tank their Fire Bayek. And this could go badly if they get a lot of violent procs. But that didn't happen, so now we've got our... They don't have a strip. Well, they have a small strip on Fire Bayek, but it's not very much. So do some damage. Do some more damage. He cleansed himself, which is not unexpected. Let's see if we can... Yeah, there we go. We got the debuff. Did some damage. And we're going to put Revenge up. See if we can silence him so he doesn't do that cleanse again. There we go. Oh, debuff is gone. So now what we need to do is work on Panda because we're waiting for the debuff to come back. And we actually need some protection up right now. Oh, nice violent proc. Debuff is back, hopefully. Come on. Where's that debuff? There it is. All right, so Fire Bayek's dead. Can't revive. And Nana used her only stone. So unless their Wind Panda goes nuts, we're in good shape here. So we're just going to get rid of that defense break. Try to put another defense break on the Panda. And we don't need the anti-revive debuff anymore because Nana's out of stones. So Mork is really good against Nana. All you have to do is get use up that first stone. Make sure you use the debuff on the first target, and then Nana's useless. And Mork's immunity and shield protect against Nana's AoE defense break. So he's a really good anti-Nana unit. All right, so we'll show you a couple more tests just to show you what he can do. He's pretty effective against quite a few revivers. So, okay, so this is the standard Khmun, Bastet, Odin, and Odin does ignore defense. So you can't really use. I love Fire Bayek, but he doesn't make much sense here. That's just going to force Odin to go after Mork. So I found another offense that I think is a little bit better for trying to handle these things. So Dark Ciri, and then Mork's still on Violent Seal to try to reduce the number of Violent Procs. Because if we can cut down on Violent Procs, they won't be able to Violent Proc out of the debuff and then have to wait for it again. And then I've got Eshir on Swift Will, and he's just tanky. He's not really designed to do damage. So in case Odin decides to do ignore defense on Eshir, he should hopefully be able to counter it. So we buff up, attack bar up, we do strip, and we hope we get it from Odin, which we did. And then we go for... So there, Odin did not, he wasn't fully skilled. So let's get rid of his attack buff so he can't really go after people too much. And then we do some damage on him. And now we bring the debuff in. Oh, we didn't get the debuff. And I'd rather kill him and have him go to 0 on his stacks than to leave him there. So, no, it doesn't. Okay, so now we can put the debuff on again. There we go. Okay, we got it. Okay, and then Dark Ciri for the kill. Probably could have used skill 1 on that. We're going to use a sheer strip to remove all the buffs that the stat keeps giving to Khmun. And sometimes you do lose Dark Ciri because she's not super tanky. But we should be okay here. Dark Ciri is definitely the squishiest of the units. So then we got the provoke, and now we can strip. And if you have a sheer doesn't, I mean, you're just trying to outspeed the stat, which usually is not super fast. So you can also try to use a crit damage Eshir to make this go a lot faster after you've eliminated Odin. So now we should be able to kill Khmun. There we go. So this is where Mork is a little bit iffy because he has elemental disadvantage to Odin. It's hard for him to land his debuff. He usually still lands it, but it sometimes takes a couple of attacks. So this is actually where Mork's wind brother. I forget his name. Let's go look at that real quick. So I don't have Gronn yet. But this is where Gronn might actually be more useful than Mork, is against Odin or any other wind units that revive. Gronn I would probably rune on Despair, because then he's going to counterattack it, and you hope that he's counterattacking with a 50% chance, and he won't glance. So he has a much better chance of Despair stunning. And then when he uses skill 2, it's not going to be an elemental disadvantage. So he's probably actually the better unit against Odin and other wind threats than Mork. Yeah, so I wanted to show you another defense that's pretty good. Chandra, Savannah, Perna. I mean, it's less in the meta than it used to be. I'm sure G3 has moved on to other things. But this is a defense you see a lot in G1, P3, and it can be really problematic. And so I'm going to show you a team I came up with to deal with this one and to also deal with the next one. So this is going to force Savannah to go after Mork, but we have damage taken from wind at -16, and he's got really nice defense. I actually wish his HP was a little bit higher. I've got a 34% HP rune here that really needs a grind. I have been grinding today. Did we get anything that we can put on there? Ooh, yes, we did. Okay. So can we get 40%? Come on. Oh, of course not. It's always minimum roll. Here comes another 4% roll. Oh, 5%. Okay, slightly better. And we got an attack buff. Attack grind. Okay. That if you have a defense that you think is just going to violent proc like crazy, and Chandra, Savannah, and Perna all do that, you really need to be able to absorb some damage and then have a decent amount of healing and damage reduction. And so that's why Alice is here. And she's on Destroy, Nemesis, Seal, Speed, HP, Defense, just to give her a lot of HP in case Savannah manages the defense breaker. You hope that she has enough HP to survive. So plus 20k HP, plus 1100 defense, and plus 158 speed, which is fairly good. Resistance should be a little bit higher. And then we've got damage taken from fire and taken from water, and crit damage taken. And so we're trying to reduce that. And now they're probably going to go insane as the defense starts up because we can't outspeed them. And so there you go. You can see this defense just procs like it's insane. And I know that Savannah has a mechanic built in to increase her attack bar, but it's just incredible how much these 3 units proc. And this is where having everyone on will might be beneficial, because then we avoid the slows from Chandra, which really slows us down in being able to get our attacks in. So we're going to try to see if we can manage to avoid. Okay, so we landed the debuff, and we avoided the hug. So can we kill Perna? Okay, Perna's gone. That's how this offense is supposed to work against this defense. Now we need to try to provoke Chandra. And then we can try to see if we can silence Savannah. Okay, so she's not going to do her defense breaks right now, but she'll probably proc out of it anyway. So we put up our immunity, we put up our shield. And we're trying to work down Savannah, because she's the main threat now. She could defense break us and then kill Mork. She's still hugged, so we're going to try to work on Chandra a little bit. And we're going to try to provoke Chandra to stop all those hugs. Yeah, that's the danger. So now we can put the Macaroon shield back up. And then we could also use Fire Bayek to heal up Mork. So now we're in better shape. And we can just try to go after Chandra. It's best to go after Savannah, but with Chandra constantly putting the hug on Savannah, we just can't get to her. But that's why we've got, minus 16% on wind on Mork, and also minus crit damage to reduce how much damage Savannah is able to do. So we've got Chandra worked down. There we go. Okay, Mork's not going to be doing anything for a while, but we should be able to get rid of Chandra now. If we just silence Savannah. Okay, and she also can't proc now. And now now we're good, because now she's not going to be able to do any damage. We can get immunity. I wish we could silence her again, but now she can no longer defense break us. And here's a heal, and it's probably death of Savannah. So that's how that offense is supposed to work. If that defense is not proccing like crazy. And also that's a pretty well-run defense. Most Savannah, Chandra, Perna teams that you face in G1 are not going to be ruined like that. And then I want to show you one other defense. This one right here is one of the best defenses in our guild. And let's see what it's 9-5 right now. And we actually fought a very difficult G1 siege last time. And that's where a lot of those losses came from. But it's usually a very, very good defense. Almost always has many more wins than losses. And so you'll see why here in just a minute. We're going to see how many times it takes to beat this one. And so this is the only team. So my requirement was Mork had to be on the team to deal with Perna. And then I tried dozens of different offenses to try to go against this. This is the only one that has a decent chance of winning against it. Okay. So you can see Theo is just so damaging on this defense. And we got to get rid of him first. So there we got him down to half health. That's good. Try to get another defense break on him. There we go. And we got seal on him, although Gapsoo removed it. So we can see if we can get a silence. We can't. Can we stun? No. Can we provoke? No. And we need to get him down. And we didn't get there. So Perna and Gapsoo are both healing Theo. We need to get Fire Bayek back up. See, Theo's almost back up to half health. Can we silence? No, we can't. Can we defense break? We can. Now the question is, can we get more attacks on him before he gets healed back up again? There's a nice stun. There, we procced his passive. Endure. So now we do damage on Perna. And that also helped heal up. So now we got to try to get rid of Theo. Oh, this is risky. Do I protect everybody? Fire Bayek's about to go. It looks like he goes next. So I'm going to heal. I'm going to put shield and immunity up. No. Okay. But we should be able to kill now. Okay, so Theo's gone. Now we're really low HP on our Macaroon Guard. And we need to start working on Perna quickly. Got the debuff, but we're not in a position to annihilate her yet. Can we... Oh, look at that. More violent procs. We don't have... I don't want to revive Perna to full health. So we went with Gapsoo there. We got him silenced, which is good. He won't be stealing any buffs this round. And then we're going to see if we can kill him. No, but he didn't steal. So now we can go after Perna again and see if we get the debuff on her. We got it. Can buy a kill. Yes, there we go. Can't revive. So now Gapsoo is going to try to do his thing. And it's possible he could still do it. I did so many tests on this defense, and Gapsoo sometimes just goes crazy. There's another one. We silence him again. Stop doing your stuff. Okay, so we made it through this time. I did a lot of testing on this defense with this specific offense. It wins about half the time. This isn't a guaranteed win, but I just kind of... Power has a really good defense here, and I just kind of wanted to show it a little bit. And I'm not going to show the runes because I didn't ask him permission. But it's a fast and tanky team. So there we go. We got it down. So Mork is not perfect, and also my runes are not amazing on that team. They're decent, but they could certainly be runed better. But final verdict, I think that Mork is very useful for Siege, and he's amazing against Nana. He's amazing against Perna, as long as Perna doesn't have like two amazing supports with her. Chandra complicates things with the hug. So I was thinking about maybe having a unit that does block beneficials on the team if we could somehow squeeze that in, but I didn't have a unit that could do that. So that's it for showing the team, and it's been a long time since I've done a video on my main account, and we are saving our premium scrolls for Childish to summon for us again, because Childish summoned us some really nice units, and it was a lot of fun to interact with him, and Sean B was on the stream, S Fox was on the stream. It was a lot of fun. But we do have some scrolls that we can use. Okay, so we got one wind scroll. That didn't get us anything. Okay, can we... No, we did not get a Nat 5. Dryad. It's not exciting. Oh, no lightning at all. That stinks. And I'm not sure what I feel about this new lightning thing, because, like, you can tell right away that you're not getting lightning. I'm not sure if I like that or not. Here's lightning, but it's not in that 5 either. So, who do we get? A Tomb Warden, so that's a skill up for Mork. We still need a couple more skill ups for him. Can we take a shot at Miles? And so we're just gonna do a 10 pull. We got our little Orion dance going, and we're gonna see, can we get Miles in 10 pulls? Can we get lucky? Nope, we can't. We're getting lightning, but we're not getting purple lightning. So we got a sniper. That's sad. Okay. We're gonna pull one LD to see if we can get. Ooh, we got lightning. Okay. What are we getting? Ah, dang it. Gemini. I've got like 4 of him. Okay. We didn't get what we wanted. I just had to pull a few LDs just to see if my luck was running. We got lightning, but we didn't get what we wanted. So we'll save the rest. We're saving up LDs for Childish to summon for us. So anyway, that's it for this episode. I wanted to get my thoughts out on Mork. I think he's a good unit. I think he can be pretty cool in Siege against defenses that revive. I think, and Nana has actually been showing up a lot in Siege lately. So, and he's really good against Nana. So anyway, that's it for this one. We'll catch you in the next one. See ya.